Greetings everyone, please give a moment to make sure everything's set on up. YouTube thumbnails up to date. Looks like Twitch or Twitter is going. Twitch is going. Rumble appears to be going. Let me double check my other computer. And looks like everything's going good. So let's go and get started. Let's see now. Like I always say, doesn't necessarily guarantee good these are good players, but at least guarantee more likely to indicate there won't be bad players. Or newer players, I should say. Sorry, I feel like a sneeze is coming on. Greetings everyone, and Great here for another couple Euros to replay. Well, no, top or just right side as a blue OKW player, we have a foreign name. On the left side as the Red Soviets, we have Chad Allies player. And additionally, I just realized it's my first stream of the day, and I forgot to, there you go. Hotkeys. That seems a little bit off. I wonder, mouse code. Still seems too sensitive. I don't know why. It feels like it's a little bit different right now. There we go. That may be better. German Pioneers now heading down to this cutoff sector. We do, of course, have a Kuppelwagen deployed on the field. Volksgrenadiers on the build queue. Conscripts on the field. We do have Tier 2 opener. Maybe I'm for some Maxim. His bulletin suggests he's going for conscript play. Could be a bit of deception. We do have now 2 Volksgrenadiers bulletin, the accuracy and the cooldown and reload. But we also got an Iron Hide, which is a pretty good bulletin. The OKW Panzer IV already has pretty good armor, 234 if I remember correctly, and 5% does actually add a significant amount. 5% will roughly, let's assume 11 armored. And 11 armor could give him potentially a 10% increased bounce rate depending on which weapon, especially at maximum range. At close range, not so much, but I think the E34 76 pen is what, 120? So that is quite a bit of significant amount of armor there. Or a lack of armor. Or lack of pen. I'm getting all my words mixed up. Either way, we do have now the Kuppelwagen moving around. Volksgrenadiers getting inside this garrison. And getting out of the garrison. Down here, we do got the Sturm Pioneers making way forward. May get a bit of damage there. Maxim pulling out. Could be flank. It's Volksgrenadiers heading along over here. This is the max position, so we'll get a volley onto the... Nope, he's trying to retarget towards the Sturm Pioneers. Sturm Pioneers fighting away. Here we'll start receiving suppression soon. It has not rotated around. The city grenade does get connected. But the Sturm Pioneers are suppressed, so they won't be able to reposition relatively easily. Volksgrenadiers getting some more damage there. He could try a bit of a merge, but also maybe go to from the full withdrawal. Volksgrenadiers do get forced on back. The conscript there is at healthy enough. Well, health. You stick around for much longer, and now the Sturm Pioneers falling back as well. Volksgrenadiers moving around. We do now have the Comp Engineers up here. Conscripts hiding for that bit of heavy cover there. I hear the Kuppelwagen nearby. Volksgrenadiers fighting away. Conscripts Wolf should have went out behind heavy cover. Heavy cover is better than garrison cover. So player now has base healing, so Maxim will be healed on up. He has of course locked in the urban defense stock tactics. So you have access to shock troops and M42. He'll likely just go for Zisk guns. Zisk guns are just straight up better. And M42s are generally a little bit better versus Austere rather than OKW, since the Austere forces tend to have less armor. And Ironhide would be particularly effective against the M42. Flamethrower gains some great bursts there. Quite wounded, and the AoE damage and bonus heavy cover damage is very useful. Drum Pioneers do have now access to a Minesweeper. Conscripts backing on off. Maxim sitting up behind the Debris. And we'll get some shots there on the Kubelwagen. Volkswagen to get back to the side of the garrison. So I don't like how much I reduced the scrolling rate. Let's put it right there. That seems a bit more better. Conscripts fighting behind some heavy cover there, but they're very, very wounded. Does get some rounds on the Maxim. Maxim does not lose any models, though the defense crew's guns are not good. This is why my mod in Cup Heroes, in the Cup Heroes 2 mod, I made it so that they have pistols, and when they recrew a weapon, they get the pistols as well. Make it so that those crew members are meant for providing health, not necessarily for fighting capability.
Enemy forces are capturing our supplies.
They're meant to be pathetic, so might as well give them a pathetic weapon. Conscripts behind some heavy cover there, throws out Molotov, gets some good damage there. Another grenade's been thrown there. Good incendiary grenade. Does efficiency one in the conscript, so you can lay down some flare traps. It's still just 2 conscripts and Maxim. I think he's stalling out for the shock troop. He has enough manpower for it now. Just may need to have some more conscripts bleed to death. You don't really bleed out in this game unless you're a casualty. So they need a bit more shot in the face. Get some 7.92 lobotomies, or whatever cartridge they used back in World War II. Personally, I just like the term 30-06 lobotomy, but that's something for the US players to administer. Maxim and MG34 engaging. The Maxim's not fully behind heavy cover. In fact, I think it's actually the gunner itself is behind light cover. Shock troops now available. He's going for a Zisk gun. He will need to follow this back. There's a chance he could get wiped out, but the Volkswagen is not pursuing it whatsoever. Ooh, we lost a conscript squad entirely. Was that up here? Very likely. AT grenade there, not worth it. There's not a whole lot of conscripts remaining, or Volksgrenadiers. He needs a way out for another AT grenade to get the kill. He has simply not enough models. And there's actually a chance he may get wiped out. MG34 moving around. He will find Zisk gun. Zisk gun could get a point-blank artillery barrage, but he is out of munitions. He needs 35. He has soon to be 25. And looks like the combat engineers getting annihilated as well. I'm not sure why these guys were crawling on the ground. That was a horrendously bad incendiary grenade. They were crawling around which delayed the incendiary grenade for such a long time. Shock troops now pulled in the field. It's a good flank on the MG.
Our territory is falling into enemy hands.
Maxim deployed on field. I heard a landmine detonation here. Oh, the landmine did get completed there. So the incendiary grenade will destroy the landmine. Maybe that's why he threw the incendiary grenade. I didn't realize he built a landmine. I thought he was building barbed wire. So he was half-tracked to one field, and now I've got first squad of Fallschirm Jaegers being dropped on in somewhere. Right here. Right now, the Soviet player has taken quite a bit of beating. Losing a conscript squad's not great, and now he's fighting against some Fallschirm Jaegers. Those shock troops are very nice. At least for him. And to the medic ladies at his base, but not to the Germans. Volkswagens to get a volley or burst off there, getting some damage on those shock troops. They should just move everywhere, engage those shock troops, because going close to range is not great. Maxim did find a volley there, but not enough for suppression. Shock troops do fully withdrawal now. Volkswagen moving around as well. Volksgrenadiers pursuing the resist gun. Make it the crew. We do have conscripts moving over to support them. Maxim to cover their withdrawal. Both behind heavy cover, though looks like the Maxim's heavy cover is non-existent. Bolshevik's getting good damage on in. Molotov does connect. We now got the SDGs pushing forward. He does have the Zis gun now being focused down. Does get the crew there.
Silenced one of our anti-tank guns.
Those are the Maxims winning out this fight as well. You could try retargeting towards the Volkswageners that will take him out. Grenade there. Conscripts do fall back. And Sturmpioneers get a nice flank on the Maxim. T-70 now on the build queue. Shock troops should be able to keep this Zis gun from being captured or salvaged. Stun grenade there. Stun grenade will be successful. Does get a frag grenade off though. Great hit there. Sturmpioneers steal or salvage. Going for the salvage.
Men are focused and ready.
That will give him a handful of fuel, right? Yep, 5 fuel. A lot of gasoline and or diesel inside that AT gun, but has no engine nor spark plugs.
Prepare for orders.
For now, the OKW players having great field control. T-70 on the field. He really should have captured that Zis gun, because now we've got T-70 and he has no Vickenwerfer. Only Panzerfaust and harsh language. Does pull out a landmine there. Or, actually no, I'm not sure what he deployed out there. That seemed like it felt like it built pretty quickly, but no landmines there. Unless that one shot actually connected the landmine while Solo trying to build it and destroyed it. This guns or yeah, like firing a burst there, smoke burst. Combat engineers do fall back.
The sector is at risk.
Volksgrenadiers eyeing for a bit of heavy cover. Volksgrenadiers taking a bit of damage here. Maxim is right here in a defense position. They're in range, but not in vision. SWs half-tracked firing away, keep those shock troops at bay.
And defeat.
Sorry, I still don't like how I adjusted this. Just make it a little bit better. Yep, that feels better now. Volksgrenadiers taking some damage there. T-70 pursuing, getting some decent damage there. And now he does fall back. He's quite wounded. Don't see any SWs or shoe mines. Could possibly get wiped out. Mostly he's not going to risk being around the sheer panzer quarters. Conscripts pushing way forward, engaging. And the Volksgrenadiers get forcing back. He has redeployed a second squad of conscripts, which will give him access to more AT grenades. Bolshevikers moving around. Gets a great hit on the Bolshevikers. Great splash damage as well. Bolshevikers do fall back. You can see the stun grenade there. That's going to get nice and close there. Vickenwerfer gets a good hit. Vickenwerfer's range is to here. And there goes your Sturmpioneers. He needs to keep on driving.
Send them right to hell.
Wagen has the detection ability enabled, giving him a slight amount of map hacks. Got some landmines being put on the field. Fully constructed. SOV's half track or sheer Panzer Corps is spot on the field. He almost has enough fuel for the Panzer IV. Conscripts do get suppressed there.
One step back.
And all the conscripts are falling back as well.
Territory.
Shock troops throw out smoke, and they may receive a light hit.
Fall back.
Conscripts now falling back now.
Do not destroy. We are taking losses. Right.
Maxim firing away. Getting some bursts off onto the Fallschirmjägers. We do also got the shock troops moving around. We do now have the grenades been thrown out. Maxim taking some damage there. Volksgrenadiers force them back. The shock troops are all out in the open by themselves. Got the Volksgrenadiers and the Fallschirmjägers. There's a bundle grenade. Oh no, that's frangible smoke.
Remaining.
Got I found bundle grenade. That seems like a good spot for a bundle.
We are losing territory.
Bundle grenades was tend to be cast there. Frag grenade there from the Fallschirmjägers. Fallschirmjägers are severely damaged. Trying to get the squad up there. Volksgrenadiers take some hits. Do not get the squad wipe there. He needs to fall back to Fallschirmjägers. About to get wiped out. One will place some shock from the T-70. Probably going to get killed there. Does get a good hit there with the cannon warfare. Does get 2 good hits there, but likely should be able to skip on out. Charges way forward. He's still not falling back. There is some casualties there. May is spotted T-70, but does not get shot off either way. Conscripts there, but cannon warfare making his withdrawal.
Engineers ready for assignment.
Another squad of combat engineers deployed on the field. Panzer IV being deployed on out as well.
You need something demolished?
Detectors. Now we can walk with confidence. We are ready for anything.
Conscripts way forward, trying to get some damage onto the Volksgrenadiers. Incendiary grenades been thrown, does avoid it. Nice leg smoke. Fallschirmjägers getting good burst there onto the conscripts. Fallschirmjägers there to support as well. Great hit there by the leg, and now Panzer IV gets good hit as well. Right main advance, we do have a Maxim here. Does activate the suppressive fire ability to help hit those Volksgrenadiers. This gun rolls a miss. T-70 takes a shot there. He has prioritized fire. He wants the T-70 dead. I don't see a landmine back here. Does not get a shot off there either. Good hit there.
Enemy forces are neutralizing.
Smoke there from the ability, smoke bombs. And does get the kill there on the T-70.
The enemy has destroyed one of our vehicles.
More smoke rounds raining on in. Fallschirmjägers do get fully pinned. It looks like they're attempting to go for a bundle grenade.
Standing by.
Ooh, got a bit of splash damage there on the Fallschirmjägers. They'll throw out another frangible smoke. And got 2 AT grenades there, getting an injured crit on the Panzer IV. One more pen, and he's dead. Rolls a miss there. He has to keep on backing on off. He has to be careful with the AT grenades. We got some Volksgrenadiers. They could try charging forward, intercept, or stay behind heavy cover. Maybe at this point in time, getting from heavy cover would be not bad, but keep the Volksgrenadiers in between it and the Panzer IV may keep it alive. Does more smoke rounds come on in? You focus down this conscript squad. Get rid of the AT grenade threat. Incendiary grenade there. Panzer IV is on the road, able to move faster. AT gun reversing forward. That's a little oxymoron. So he won't be able to get any reasonable reaction time. Fallschirmjägers able to get some hits there onto the Zis gun. Also got a good damage there from the leg and the Zis gun. will get wiped out. You may try salvage it. Another SWO's half-track being put on field. Well, for the Mechanized HQ may eventually eye for the King Tiger. Shock troops getting suppressed.
We are losing territory. The enemy has cut off a sector. Our territory is falling into enemy hands. Our command post is under assault.
Maxim setting on up. And the Volkswinners do fall back.
Kill them all!
The sector is at risk.
Volkswagen makers do camouflage right there, eyeing for our first strike capability. Whether it be through bundle grenade or the Frenchable smoke. Perhaps both. Both conscript squads have the 7-man conscripts. He has enough command points for the KV-2. He maybe he's trying to save with the KV-2. Branchable smoke. Panzerfaust. Could have. Oh no, that was the FG-42 being pulled on out. One of the guys maybe a little bit bugged out there. Something looked weird. They don't have Panzerfaust anymore, but I could have sworn he was trying to fire a Panzerfaust.
The enemy is taking
Shock troops do get forced on back. Combat engineers do go down.
We have an isolated sector.
Another Zisk on the build queue.
Enemy forces are attempting to capture our territory. AT gun is ready for combat. Anti-tank mine set to go. We are ready for anything. Enemy forces are capturing.
We do not got the Maxim sitting on up behind heavy cover. Incendiary grenade has been thrown. And the Maxim will fall back. Smoke rounds, of course, ran a little bit short. Great damage on the Maxim, getting a bit of death loop, but does not fully die. Great light hit there on the combat engineers. Two Fallschirmjägers are currently deployed on the field. Both of them upgraded to FG-42s, one efficiency 2. Decent damage there onto the conscripts. Ooh, great landmine detonation.
Supply lines have been cut.
Does throw out a branchable smoke grenade, and the Fallschirmjägers are falling back. Right now he's been doing a good job spending all of his munitions, so he has no munitions for the airborne assault.
We are under attack. Engineer standing by.
Panzer IV has been repaired up enough. He has lost his Sturm Pioneers, so that's he went for the Mechanized HQ rather than another squad of Sturm Pioneers for repairs. If he gets out Panzer IV, it's probably a good idea to go for a Sturm Pioneer. Volkswagen is now falling back. Shock troops do fall back as well. This gun does get a bounce there. Some of these shock troops are sort of going down as well. More bounces there onto the Panzer IV. Thanks to an Iron Hide, he can. It's probably about 50% bounce rate. Good damage there onto the Zisk gun.
One of our AT guns has been neutralized.
Conscript push way forward. Incendiary grenade has been thrown. AT grenades does oh, one was Molotov, the other one was Incendiary grenade. He does recapture the Zisk gun. Zisk gun does get the crew. Now it's going to focus on the Zisk gun. Soviet player has not been able to keep these Zisk guns alive, has he? And we've got a secondary Panzer IV being blown on the field. I think a secondary Panzer IV is probably a good idea.
Taking our supply sector.
Rather than saving for King Tiger, he knows his opponent has not blown on vehicles. Had trouble with Panzer IV with maintaining AT guns to stay alive. So, a Panzer IV will really put a lot of pressure on his opponent. And be a lot more pressure sooner rather than trying to go for the King Tiger. Bolshevik's pushing their way forward.
Attempting to capture our territory.
Howdy. Yep. Sure, it's not easy to keep stuff alive all the time, but the Zis guns, he just simply lost far too many. Engineers here. And the equipment player hasn't really pushed south. You could send some conscripts down south, put some pressure down there, maybe split up his squads. He has an inferior number, so separating his forces to capture sectors may be a little bit better at this moment. As right now, he needs a counter to the Panzer IVs.
The enemy is encroaching
The
on our territory.
KV-2 is probably going to be his answer to that. He can now deploy out KV-2. Panzer IVs, 2 Panzer IVs could overwhelm the KV-2. KV-2 here. Rolls a miss there. Panzer IV is pushing the way forward. Does get a pin on the KV-2. KV-2 needs prioritized fire products turn on. Gets good point blank hit. Got a couple good AT grenades there, so the Panzer IV may go down. Where is the Mechanowerfer? Mechanowerfer's pushed way forward, pretty far away. Will not be able to support this conflict. One Panzer IV does go down. This one may just want to keep his distance, but no, he's going to try to engage. It's a great hit on the Maxim. Bolsheviks get some good damage as well. AT grenades off cooldown. AT grenades being cast. Panzer IV just needs to keep his distance. Bolsheviks push way forward, gets good damage. Good hit on the Bolsheviks. Mechanowerfer gets a good hit.
Our territory is falling into enemy hands.
At this one time, maybe a good idea to go for Jagdpanzer. I'm a little bit biased towards the Jagdpanzer. You don't, because it's a unit that people don't deploy all too
What we have
often.
secured.
And I find it does its job really well.
Engineers are standing by.
So suppose it's more of a team game item. But even 1v1, it's a nice unit. I suppose most of the time Okada players don't really deploy out the Jagdpanzer, since they mostly fight against more lightly armored units, and the Panther's also still pretty good as well. More smoke rounds not being floated on the field.
A mere 50 points remain before our defeat.
So that's current rate, the Okada player could just play the VP game and win. He has enough fuel for another Panzer IV and for the Jagdpanzer. He's a bit more manpower. Panzer IV Panzer IV gets a good shot there. Of course, this one's unvetted. Force by the ground, rolls a miss. Good shot. Or bad shot. Good try. There we go. AV2 pushes way forward. Got the conscripts back on off. Shock troops there.
Not rewarded.
Here, Frenchable or Molotov there. Frenchable smoke there. May get some crush there. It does get a crush there on the Bolsheviks. One grenade does connect with the shock troops. Now they're severely wounded. Mechanowerfer rolls up balance. He is Specialty 2, which gives him access to rate of fire. Med 3 increases pen. Good hits there.
Enemy forces capturing supply sector.
So players lost quite a bit of forces. Everything's down to one man and low in health. The one squad that's not down to one man is this squad here, getting some damage onto the Mechanowerfer. Strange, most of the games gets up to... Yeah, I'm not sure why. I think... I don't really see people pull out the Jagdpanzer all too often. And that is the end of the replay. It's Angrade saying, thanks for watching, and on to the next replay. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't really see people go pull out Jagdpanzer all too often. I like it. It's a good unit. I think people just prefer the Panzer IV because it is a good medium tank and very well armored. So that may be the one reason why, because it is more generalist rather than a specialist Jagdpanzer. And as I mentioned beforehand, most times you see. Also, I don't really see people go for the IS-2 all too often. Maybe Allied Heavy is not only the less common, but people have been picking them less. That may be one reason why. I just saw something pop up on my Twitch stream. Let's see. No, same player. Let's try to get something that's not a Soviets and or OKW and mix out a little bit. Here we go. Now, the reason why I said now is so we don't have to load the game. No. No. That is going to be a horrendously bad game for watching that one. Here we go. While this does not indicate skill, it all could indicate a lack of skill, like I've been saying. Nope, this should be fine enough. Okay. I swear, a lot of games have loading screens that which the Windows 10 says, "Oh yeah, this game is crashing." No, it's just a loading screen. I don't know why, but a lot of games, it Windows just thinks it's crashing. I have no idea what makes it thinks it's crashing. Oh look, it's Langries. Let's hopefully in a couple years too, it works fine enough. Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Company Heroes 2 replay. So on the south side as the blue Wehrmacht forces, we have a foreign name. So on the north side as the red Soviets, we have Wilbert. And looks like maybe a little bit idle. Sometimes the loading screens can linger around a little bit. So I'm going to fast forward a little bit.
The Maschinengewehr team is awaiting orders.
If it gets a 2-minute mark, I'm backing out of the game.
Is ready for action.
Yep, he's just AFK. Usually when I'm playing in games, if I have a teammate that's like that, I wait to about the, honestly, usually about the 1-minute mark before I back out of the game. My advice, do not play Company Heroes 2 on an HDD, a spinning hard disk drive. Going for a solid state or NVMe really does help out with such issues. That should be decent enough. Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Company Heroes 2 replay. Spawn top side as the blue Wehrmacht forces, we have Fabian spawn south side as the red British forces. We have Sirius TMG, who's immediately locked in the Mobile Assault Regiment. We do have a universal carrier being deployed on out, and of course we got the Wehrmacht quarters with MG42. Another squad of Grenadiers, well, not necessarily another, but the first squad of Grenadiers. And looks like the British player is being a little bit indecisive because he definitely went to the wrong side of the building or the base. Universal carrier deployed and out, mounting up with the Royal Engineers.
Loaded up and ready to move.
So maybe I need to be a bit more aggressive with them. Intersection getting some sandbags. Cut off the sector is being captured. We do now also have another doctrine, a Jaeger infantry doctrine.
Sappers reporting.
I don't really like the Jaeger commander that they implemented it for Wehrmacht. It's just for the Jaeger infantry doctrine. It overlaps. After all, this guy does not benefit from can be upgraded with these other two abilities, and overall the doctrines to like really heavy munitions. And Jaeger commander is just like a 5-man grenadier with offering nothing too spectacularly unique. Salvage engineers do not get surprised by the MG42. MG42 is falling back. Good chance he may actually get wiped out there. Salvage engineers are getting ripped apart. He does use the Pioneers to recapture up the MG. And the salvage engineers may get wiped out here. They're very, very wounded. Need some damage there on the universal carrier. MG42 rotated around, gets a good volley onto it as well. Another intersection being deployed on the field, and sandbags. Although the Wehrmacht player has maintained really poor income, but also so has the British player. But he does have a fuel sector in supply. This fuel sector is currently not in supply.
Waiting instructions.
Every sapper is going to have a lot of work in front of them.
Orders, sir. That's better. Back at full strength.
Each section moving around. Secondary MG42 now being deployed on field.
Grenadiers reporting. Capture.
I wonder if he's going to go for LMG Grens or G43 Grens. G43 Grens does offer a little bit more mobility in their firepower, while the LMG Grens do just straight up offer a higher DPS. Only one guy in that garrison, or one guy firing out of the garrison. The other window here, out of angle.
Our soldiers are trained to advance rapidly.
Pioneers take a little bit of damage, give a little bit of damage. Each section trying to capture this sector. We do now have a Panzerfaust connected onto the universal carrier, trying to crawl his way forward. He may wipe the MG42. He is trying to focus on the he may want to focus on the salve engineer. He does go ahead and get that decrewed. Oh, may lose his squad entirely. Ugh. Lose the Grenadier squad there. He didn't have to immediately capture it up. He had another MG42 push way forward, and focus on the salvage engineer could have allowed him to prevent it being captured up, unless he would have sacrificed the entire squad.
Jaeger light infantry ready to fight.
Jaeger light infantry are now
Is
available.
taking our territory. Our lines of supply are disrupted.
Grenadiers do take some damage there. We do now have the sandbags going on up. Section does get inside the garrison. Do we see battle phase? Oops, I may have turned on fog of war. Battle phase 1 has been
Forces are
researched.
securing our territory.
Each section capture up the munitions sector now. MG42 rotating around with 2 MG42s that can offer quite a bit of suppression. Only one Grenadier for capping pressure. We We always go for Panzer Grenadiers. Panzer Grenadiers G43 squads are not bad either. Great damage there onto the intersection, does force them back. Maybe we gotta get one of these guys up behind the heavy cover. Got the Flamer Engineers here, or Flamer Sappers. Setting on up. Gonna take some bursts there. Recovery Engineers do have access to a smoke grenade, but can't do it while carrying a flamethrower. And now I've got the Recovery Sapper falling on back.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
These forces now push way forward, trying to capture some more sectors. Jaeger Command Squad now deployed on the field.
Sector is ours.
Pioneers reporting objective captured. Pioneers.
Trying to capture this sector. Do we see any teller mines like that? Doesn't look like it. We do now have the intersection getting inside the garrison. The Jaeger Command Squad should be able to force them out no problem behind heavy cover. Heavy cover does provide better coverage than garrison cover. Flamethrower Engineers push way forward, eyeing to get some flame burst, but he was out of range. Plus, he gets out of the garrison. Sappers taking some fire from the Grenadiers. Now got two intersections behind some heavy cover there, so this should be an easy win for the intersections. It'll be a long win. Flame Engineers push way forward. MG42 firing some burst down the Sappers. Grenadiers back on off. Got this MG42 sitting on up. Does take some damage there. The flamethrower is causing some huge issues. This intersection not pushing into that MG42 anymore. Infiltration commandos just popped on out. Ooh, it may have been right there. Maybe a failed pop ambush spawn.
Enemy causing trouble.
MG42 setting up to cover the retreat of the MG42. Does take a couple bullets there and does not get suppressed with that burst.
Supply line's been cut.
Does not get suppressed. Does pick up some Brens there with the Commandos. Commandos do fire the Brens while moving. They have a higher DPS curve as well. The Commander does capture up the cutoff sector, denying income to this fuel sector as well as this munitions sector among these two other strategic points. Grenadiers inside the garrison over here. Your section still a ring around. Flamethrower Sappers here as well.
A capture point is being overrun.
Infiltration Commandos pushing way forward. Flamer Sappers or Flame Warfers do fall back. More Brens here. On to get behind some heavy cover there. Infiltration Commandos firing away with the Brens and block with their stems. Flamethrower Sapper pushing forward. This MG42 is not setting up. A couple quick bursts. Should have thrown a couple quick bursts into the garrison. Does get some bursts there onto the MG42. Does get fully pinned, however. Your command squad receives a light gammon. He does avoid it almost entirely. Infiltration Commandos get some good damage, but they will need to fall back really soon. Glamorph is falling back with them, and now the Wehrmacht player needs time to reinforce everything. The Wehrmacht player has Battle Phase 2 now complete. He has enough manpower to get the structure built, though after he getting it built, he will not have access to any items until later. And know he's fighting against Infiltration Commando, so he should know that he's fighting against Mobile Assault Regiment. There's a couple doctrines of Recovery Sappers. Nice smoke grenade.
Listen! Orders! Point captured! Ready to move on!
Great damage down to the infiltration commander. Does drop a Bren. So are these, can the commandos? Yep, the Jaeger Command Squad could have picked that up. Not sure what's better to pick that up, the Grenadiers or Jaeger Command Squad. I would actually assume the Jaeger Command Squad, being a 5-man squad, can make more use of it. So it does have a decent number of slot items. Pioneer needs to fall back. Does fall back now, and decides to fall back with this squad there, not eyeing for squad wipe. Probably a good thing, because these guys did try to sprint forward to get him wipe on him. How many G43s does he have? 1, 2. Looks like 3 G43s. Is that a G43? That is a bolt action rifle. So he has 2 bolt action rifles and 2 G43s. So the Bren may or may not be useful for that squad. Don't know. Flamethrower Sapphire's getting nice and close to the Grenadiers. He wants to keep them nice and warm with a big hug. Or Flamethrower, one of the two. Infiltration Commandos or Jaeger Command Squad engage this squad here. Does get suppressed there by the MG42.
Jerry has 300 points remaining.
And that squad does fall back. MG42 here. Got some Panzer Grenadiers. They can too make use of G43s, as well as ambush camouflage. Centaur AA tank now being on the build queue. The Okabe player is still a bit far away from getting out any sort of armored asset. He's going for the tier 3 structure. And this garrison 2 squads, but it's almost destroyed, so it really shouldn't stay in there for too long. It may not so warm in there as well, so you can't really get good warmth. Some big holes in the building. No cold tech would disagree with me. Jaeger Command Squad trying to hold fire, unsuccessful from getting annihilated here. They're really stacked up and light cover as well. As going to do sprinting the way forward. As falls full fire. Jaeger Command Squad does fall back. Infantry does get decrewed. Back 40 does get a good hit there.
We're losing a capture point.
Commandos will protect the flank of the MG42. Commandos are be prone to being wiped out. The Grenadiers do charge forward and dissuade the use of a light gun bomb, and that Pack 40 shot does miss, preventing the wipe on the Centaur. Grenadier squad does fall back. MG42 keeps this rotating around as well. Now the intersection squad is falling back.
Ready for anything.
The command squad pushing the way forward. Does fall back there.
Army commandos ready to go.
Another squad infiltration commandos. He maybe not eyeing for ambush spawns. There's this garrison here. Of course, we got these 2 center garrisons as well as this one here. The 3-man squad is not super great. Recovery sappers do get suppressed there. Pack 40 rolls on the bounce. Going for a Panzerfaust. Panzerfaust will connect. Brenn's push the way forward. Commando Brenn's don't have to aim move forward. They can move and shoot. And the rest of these forces those need to fall back.
Our capture point. They're trying to take it.
Flame action is now available. The Wehrmacht player has enough fuel for a Panzer IV. Not one queued on up.
Enemy causing trouble, trying to take one of our points.
He may have a little bit too many squads on the field. Has a whole bunch of sections and some commandos. He has no AT at the moment, and as soon as we fight against a Panzer IV,
That's better. Back at full strength.
and the recovery sniper already has a flamethrower, so can't deploy out Piets. Oh, it's not all too well.
Yes, ready to go.
Landmass is now deployed on the field. Mono's are taking some good hits there. Flaming Cheers now efficiency 3. Centaur now pushes his way forward. Over here, each section charging way forward, A moving with their way forward. Panzer IV pushes down south. There's got a number of intersections here. He can try for some crushes. Get them out on the way. Get some damage there. These guys getting pretty stacked up. Now's time for some crushes. Does get some good crushes there with a bit of a twitch. He does drop another Bren. Pack 40 firing away. Gets a good hit there. Panzer IV does connect, but no kill just yet. Panzer IV should be able to finish it off. And there goes the Centaur. Centaur now down. Right now, the British player has all 500 VPs. Somehow. All 500 VP tickets.
HQ is under attack.
No hammer, no anvil. He has land mattress. Austria player is being a little bit hesitant. He does not know how vulnerable the British player is. Probably a good idea for the British player to go for a Firefly, I would say. Definitely too late to go for hammer or anvil. He needs an anti-tank asset relatively soon.
Our capture point. They're trying to take it.
And right now, the Austria player really is focused on playing the capture game because his opponent has 500, as I mentioned beforehand. Commandos may go down here. He does have great elementries upgraded. Here comes a land mattress. He does also have enough munitions for light artillery barrage and a close air support. Does find an AT grenade here, or maybe it was a landmine. Does have a single Pete on the squad. Nothing too great, honestly. Entry 42, one man defending. Pioneers to go on the other side of the cover. Great hit there. And now that MG42 does get recaptured by the Panzer Grenadiers. And the Grenadiers do not fully capture the central VP.
We're losing a capture point. Our supply line's broken.
Orders coming in. Pick up the bread.
Run guns heading up north, trying to engage these Grenadiers. Taking some damage there. Panzer IV pushes his way forward. We do now have a Pack 40 here, as well as some other forces. Each section, yeah, it's getting that cutoff sector recaptured. These intersections heading to the center of the map. And still, the Austria player is not playing the VP game whatsoever.
A capture point is being overrun.
I want to say the British player is going to be knocked out of the game because of losing that Centaur. But right now he's getting a Firefly, and his opponent has an 8-attack course of the Panzer IV and the Pack 40 didn't engage it. But the British player, if he continues playing the VP game, he will win.
Sherman Firefly complete.
Because that is the victory condition. One of two.
Take position at the edge.
Gulbis now research. He has plenty of munitions, so that can be quite useful.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
Landmaster is trying to find this general location. We also have the Commandos engaged from heavy cover. Panzer Grenadiers backing on off. The MG42 has rockets raining all around him. Bonnie received a bit of splash damage and some damage there. Troops do both connect, putting him in a severely not good position. 2 shots he should go down. Pack 40 rotating around, rolls and missed it, but the splash does get a good, decent amount of damage there. Does lose vision range. Pack 40, I don't think we'll get a kill there, but got close to close air support running on it. But the Pack 40 was enough, so the close air support was not needed. I saw that miss from the Panzer IV, so I'm assuming he didn't do full damage, but he looks like he did.
Our sector.
Heavy Panzer Corps now being put on the field. He lost the Firefly, so maybe Brumbar? British player still winning the game. And now the intersection is falling back. Panzer IV is pursuing it, gotta be very careful, but this one has no AT, just 1 Piet. Now the British player can do one of 2 things. Go for another Firefly, or knife, or Churchills. And since we see Heavy Panzer Corps, granted the British player does not know this, Firefly is definitely the more correct option. Smoke grenades have been thrown. We'll be able to get the capture in the cutoff sector, but at least we'll deny all those resources from the cutoff sector. Commandos reinforce those Grenadiers. Grenadiers probably get wiped out, but they do. Commando squad does get suppressed.
Sapper's ready.
MG42 gets wiped on out. Panzer IV engages the commando side of the garrison. He does not headbutt the structure. Headbutt the structure can destroy some panels to get it quickly destroyed. Panzer squad on the Panzer Grenadiers, really not useful at the moment.
The sector has been cut off.
Commando squad takes some fire. Literally, does fall back there. The command squad and Grenadiers pushing forward. Grenadiers now have the G43s. Landmaster's firing away. Does drop the Piet.
Squad knocked out.
Landmaster rockets running on in, but looks like largely missing. So maybe good idea for the Pioneer to pick up the Piet. The command squad and Grenadiers do pick up the Piet. Got some good damage on those commandos. Got the intersection up here. Needs a fire in as well.
The Firefly is ready to give someone a bloody
And he does
nose.
fall back to the squad now. That squad entirely gets wiped out.
Knocked out.
Another Firefly on field. Tulips and Spotter now being researched.
They have 100 points remaining. Enemy causing trouble, trying to take one of our points.
And the Wehrmacht player is down to below 100 VPs. He is really not playing the VP game. The British player somehow, I felt like he's losing the entire game, but yet somehow he still has all 500 VPs.
Line's been cut.
Pack 40 here.
Supply line's been cut.
Doesn't get a shot off. There's a good shot there. Tulips do connect. Then Panzer IV does go down. Sprinting straight forward, trying to get out Panzerfaust. Panzerfaust will fire.
Threatening a capture
However, he won't get the kill. And does fall back there. Wehrmacht player's going for a Panther.
point. The enemy cut our supply line.
Honestly, I don't think the Panther's a great idea. I think he should have gone for a secondary Pack 40 into Brumbar. As of right now, the only armor he has to fight is the Firefly, and both are tank destroyers. The Firefly poses no threat to his infantry. If you were to pull out no vehicles, the Firefly is meaningless. Going for a Brumbar, sure, then the Firefly is something
A capture point
to
is being
shoot
overrun.
at that actually helps support his infantry by denying his opponent's anti-infantry support. In which the Panther and Firefly are both going to equally do nothing from now on against in the infantry fights.
The enemy have 75 points left.
Wait, that Grenadier just throw a grenade? Was that a gamma bomb? That must have been a gamma bomb.
HQ is under attack. Typical enemy trick, isn't it?
Commando squad does fall back as Commandos does flank around. Oh. Stick grenade. When did it... Oh, I didn't realize that the patch actually replaced the
They're trying to take it.
G43s with stick grenade. Why was that made of a change? That seems like a really stupid, unnecessary change. Either way, we now got the Panther and now pushes way forward. Yeah, the last patch that Company Heroes 2 received, I basically stopped playing because I felt like it just made a lot of things too bland and boring. Pioneers do capture the point. Rapid grenade does fire. Panther backing off, does see some fire from the Firefly. Doesn't really provide too much anti-extra support, just more than Pinto's. And Pinto coaxium hull mounted. Great tulips there. Firefly pushes way forward. Panther severely damaged. Pack 40 gets a good hit there. Panzerfaust's firing. Panther is going a bit risky. Not really worth stacking the Panther in for a Firefly. One more pen from the shot from the Firefly. The Panther's going to be dead. The Panther will need 2 shots on the Firefly to kill it off. Got another drop bread there. This one does get picked up a Jaeger Command Squad. Commando's charging way forward. All 4 Brens still up and firing. Jaeger Command Squad taking some severe damage.
Tank ready and waiting.
Jaeger Command Squad does fall back, so is the MG42. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Patricia Commandos push way forward. Do not get this Patricia Commando getting suppressed. Yeah, let's get inside of the garrison. It's not super great for him. The squad does get pinned down, does fall back, and the Grenadier squad does fall back. We actually do now finally have a capture in favor of the Wehrmacht players, so the British player is now down to 470 tickets. Minor gains by the Wehrmacht player. Land Masters Rocket Barrage are now running on in. Now the British player could eye for additional hammer or anvil item. Doesn't really need another Panther. It's not finding against any armor other than a Panther. So 1 Firefly may be adequate. Commandos are getting hit quite hard there. This intersection is about to get wiped out. Does get wiped out there. Drops another Bren. Firefly advances way forward. Rolls a miss there. Oops. Both connect. AT grenade, heat grenade does connect. Single Pia charges way forward along with the potential Panzerfaust. Panzerfaust firing. Panther rolls a miss. Firefly gets a hit. Pack 40 gets a good hit there. And only G43 is back up on level on the Grenadier squad, so he can't find that Piet. Sparks does roll a miss there. Pack 40 does a good hit there. And looks like he does get the kill there with the Firefly. And it's full squad wipe there by the Panther that was going out of control. So right now the British player has 2 commandos, 3 commandos, 2 land mattresses, and of course a medic. So he has indirect fire and good elite infantry. Doesn't have to worry about getting replacement sappers. And maybe got the idea now the eye for hammer and anvil. More impartial towards the anvil right now. I've always been partial towards the anvil. And Churchills are beefy and provide good infantry support. He has plenty of fuel, so he can always follow up with another Firefly or something that's safe to take if needed in the future. But right now, he may want to go for something that's a good anti-infantry vehicle that can also fight vehicles in case in the future. So I think the Churchill is the magic option for that. Both squads push away forward to camouflage. Your command squad does get some shots there. There's smoke there from this infiltration commando.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
This infiltration commandos push away forward. Sets the fresh one. Does get some Brens. Another lane matches barrage and Iridian trying to hit this MG42. Pioneers make a splash a little bit by this lane matches barrage as well. Down south we got the Jaeger Command Squad and Grenadiers pushing forward. Does find the Commando. Commando's doing some great work there. Probably will keep the building secured. Yes, they should. And that point does get captured on up.
Machine gun crew. Our opponents are seizing a sector. We are losing a sector.
The Wehrmacht player is going for Panther. I highly disagree with that. He's not fighting against any sort of vehicle. And the British player is also pulling a Firefly, but she's also not fighting against any vehicles at the moment. So he is lacking all forms of AT, the British player, and the Wehrmacht player does have some decent amount of AT in form of Pair and Pantrix in the Pack 40, that's specialty 2. If I still say Brumbar, or maybe even Panzerwerfer would be better at this point, rather than Panther. Commando squad may get wiped out, but unlikely. The squad does get pinned and force them back. Another lane matches barrage there, gain some damage on these forces. M242 taking some damage.
Forces are securing our territory.
Grand Commandos taking some fire as well. Do not have the MG decrewed.
Fuel unloaded. Panzer is ready.
Need something for
Sector down here being captured. Panther and Firefly both to one field. He does have a carcass here. Recovery engineers could actually do their job of the recovery squad. I wonder, there's actually a good number of carcasses on the field that looks like all been salvaged. I wonder he actually has salvaged some of them. Good pen there. Tulips do connect. Entry 42 has been upgraded. Commando's firing away. Panther has taken severe damage down here. Oh, light artillery barrage gets good hits. May wipe out the squad. Does get the wipe there. Good light artillery barrage there. Panther about to go down. Firefly has plenty of health. He does lose vision of the Panther. And this infantry commando squad does fall back.
What's next? Anti-tanker has us reached!
Royal Recovery Engineers deployed on out. I'm going to repair up the Panther or Firefly first.
We've captured it.
Captain favor of the Okuda or Wehrmacht player. We could eye for this VP among the other ones nearby. We do now have the Panzerwerfer, or not Panzerwerfer, land mattress setting on up. The Wehrmacht player does have 110 fuel, No hammer nor anvil. Plenty fuel for the British player. HC-42 does take some damage there. And now the MG is getting gunned down as well. Commandos are getting suppressed. Harvey Sackbirds taking some damage.
Army commandos ready to go.
Another squad of infiltration commandos. Landmaster's barrage raining on in.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
Panthers push his way into the center of the map, or maybe not. Infiltration commandos moving all around.
A capture point is being overrun.
Firefly does get a good hit there. And now the infiltration commandos now falling back. HC-42 captured the VP. He's also going for this VP as well. He needs eye for triple capture. He is fighting against a pretty big deficit, VP ticket deficit. Now the Landmass Sprawl is raining on in. Looks like he's throwing some rounds on some of those trees. And that squad does soft trade away. May receive some rockets.
Pack loaded for panther hunting.
Pack 40 eventually 2 here.
It's done.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Mono's pushing the way forward.
Under fire!
Up here, got the Panthers pushing the way forward. Got the Rangers all upgraded with.
Losing a sector.
Not sure if it was the ambush camouflage or G43s.
Ready for orders?
Infiltration commandos firing away, getting some decent damage there onto the Pioneer. Pantrix won't be able to do much unless they throw a bundle grenade. Infiltration commandos do find a good flank there, and now we got this squad here taking some damage. Another Landmaster's barrage raining on in. Rest of these squads are falling back. Flamethrowers is getting some damage. Grenadiers pushing their way forward, seeing some damage there. Commandos, perhaps gonna get crushed here. They're really stacked up. Grenadier squad does get wiped out. Another Grenadier squad on the build queue. Commandos getting slowly ripped apart. Firefly heading up north. Howdy, thank you. Firefly gets a hit. Both tulip rockets connect. Another contender under the Firefly. Carvasu getting distracted by the recovery sapper. He does have access to heat grenades. Not enough munitions for heat grenades, but he does not know that. He does have enough munitions for the super close air support.
At your service, Alfie.
Although that's just a single strafing run, not close air support. I forgot about that. Pantrix do connect. And now the Panzer is falling back. Fresh Panzer IV now in the field. I would have been more impartial towards the Brumbar.
They're trying to take it.
The Panzer IV would do just fine, especially with fighting the Firefly. Land mattress barrage firing away. Great hits there on these squads. Down south, we do have this infiltration commando pushing around to still drop Bren there. Light Gammon Bomb has been thrown. He does avoid it. Sandbags are destroyed, however.
We're losing a capture point.
MG42 falling on back. Down here, we do have the infiltration commandos flanking the MG42. Now, the MG42 has packed it up, has not retreated back yet. Mr. VP trying to be decaptured. Good shot there from the Panzer IV. Turns way forward. Could get some crushes off. He's going to be really stacked up now, so one well-placed shot could annihilate the squad. Does roll a miss. Pioneers pushing forward. They are good with the flamethrower as well. Let's get a bounce of pen there. Good pen, double pen in return. Right there by the Pack 40. One more shot and that Firefly is dead. Firefly does go down.
The enemy destroyed a vehicle.
Panther heading towards his opponent's base. Another Firefly on the build queue. Infiltration commandos engaging out. MG42 is suppressed. A lot of craters here from the land mattress.
Enemy causing trouble, trying to take one of our points.
That one Model 8, that light gammon bomb. And I got another land mattress barrage raiding on in. Crawl into this area here. Fireflies pushing forward, trying to pass get some shots onto the land mattress itself. The land mattress is unique like the B4, where if you destroy the gun, the entire model goes down.
Sherman Firefly complete.
Another Sherman Firefly deployed on out.
On you go. Intercom check. Good.
The Baron Claire story up quite a bit of resources. Another Panzer IV wouldn't hurt, or a Brumbar.
We've 200 points remaining.
Yeah, spare 20 population. You will need to spend about 3 on reinforcements, so that roughly gets some 17 spare population. And while he may not be able to get a Panther, another secondary Panther, he doesn't really need one. He can get a Brumbar, Ostwind, or Panzer IV. Infiltration commandos and Sapper Royal Recovery Engineers. Going forward, it looks like they only have the one PA at the moment. Take some damage there. We got, of course, the. There's the land mattress barrage. Some damage there. Goes on from smoke grenade. More land mattress barrages right there. Something's been thrown there. Looks like someone may have died here as well. Yeah, looks like the MG42 has gone down here, or a Bren. So some sort of infantry unit. Panther does take some fire, sends some fire. Panther's now trying to engage the Firefly. Pack 40 gets good hit there. Blitzing his way forward, so likely dead Firefly. Sparks does get decrewed, and now it is catch right on the side. AT grenade and Piet does get a good hit there. Does get the kill there. Got the ammo burnout effect. Good damage there onto the Panther.
Commandos are ready.
Another squad of commandos squad out by the British player.
Enemies.
Flamethrowers trying to push forward, keeps damage on those commandos. One of those squads are down to one man. Pence 4 rotated forward around here to help engage. And now it's just a capture against the British players, soon to be a double, then triple capture. Landmaster's Barrage running on in. At the receiving some repairs. Up here, we do now have the infiltration commandos charging way forward. Grenadiers behind some heavy cover. They'll throw a stick grenade. Good stick grenade. But overall, the infiltration commandos is getting too much damage on in. Another Warframe barrage there. Hands Grenadiers next to the Panzer IV. Got these forces now falling on back. One of the lane matches up, Fetch C3. So far it's got 24 kills, hitting all those support weapons. The other one is Fetch C1 with 4 kills. Now it's trying to push way forward, but of course got the MG4 to this region. You could eye for some machine gun bunkers. He has plenty of munitions and manpower for machine gun bunkers and pioneers in the region. So maybe got to go for some machine gun bunkers.
The adversary has slipped to a
Another Jaeger command squad deployed on the field. Does pick himself up a Bren. And the British players rapidly counting down now VPs. 6-pounder now being deployed on the field. And now he's going for, nope, cancel the 6-pounder, goes for a Cromwell. Cromwell is not going to be very useful. The Panther is going to be a hard counter to it. And will be on relatively equal footing against the Panzer IV. This Landmaster's Barrage is raiding on over here, getting some damage on the Jaeger command squad. Over here, got the infiltration commandos pushing the way forward. Panzer IV gets a miss there, goes around into the tractor. You got for some crushes. A lot of terrain will even push these guys up to try to go for some crushes. Panzer Grenadiers take some damage. Does their own smoke grenade. Could force fire the ground. Oh, he does force fire the ground there. He's quite stacked up. He gets a great hit there. And prevents the point from being captured on up. Yep. The British player did a quite good job, but he lost quite a bit. And I don't really like both players' options just going for Panther versus Firefly. It just offers nothing to anti-infantry. But now I got the Cromwell. Cromwell rolls a bounce, Panzer IV rolls a miss. And just so many weapon drops and lost wipes for the Brits. Panzer Grenadiers trying to push way forward, does get a pen there. Pantrix both connect. Decides to fall back there. He can always try to bring a strafing run. Panther trying to blitz around. Or no, that's Panzer IV blitzing his way forward. Being distracted. Does not prioritize fire turned on. Fetch C2 gets increased armor. Got field repair, but the field repair did not bring the smoke down fast enough. The land mattress does get decrewed there.
The enemy have killed the land mattress crew.
Infiltration commandos getting torched. There's no bundle or light cannon. Now the infiltration commandos are suppressed and now falling back. You got drop P it there. And 2 command points or VPs remaining, 1 VP remaining. At this point, we'll likely not get decapture time. That is the end of the replay. This is Angrade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Before I get started on the next replay, I do need to use the restrooms, and plus, it's a good time for me to restart the game client to clear out the VRAM issues. Memory leak issues, to say the least. While at it, I also need to grab a drink. Yep, one moment, please.
Sega.
My apologies, I'm back. Let's find a 2v2 now. Let's try to go for a bit more of a mix. There we go. No, I casted him before. Can't remember if it was good or bad. And my apology for my drink. Here we go. Greetings everyone, Angrade here for another Couple Heroes 2 replay, straight from the Live Games lobby. Spawned as the blue USF forces, we have Microsoft 365 PowerPoint. And spawned as his... Wait. Yeah, I don't know why I'm getting mixed up. Spawned as his British allies, we do have the Microsoft 365 Word. Spawn as the magenta Wehrmacht forces, we have Nika Lannon, and spawn as the red OKW player, we have Gerari. Oh, I butchered up every single name. Sorry, I'm getting a little bit brain farts for right now. Either way, do not got the Sturm Pioneers pushing through the center of the map. Do now have the section deploying out some sandbags in the cutoff sector. Sturm Pioneers going straight on in. They will potentially find a rifleman. You can see they're in an ambush position. Rifle squad is one of the squads you probably want to least find, but they should still do quite well at close range.
Listen up, fellas.
Rear echelon do our capture the fuel sector. We got Pathfinders. We got both allied players going for their doctrines. We got Commando Regiment, and of course Airborne Company. The Pathfinder squad is in a good position to provide support for the Rifle squad, able to get some good snipe shots there. Rifle squad, however, getting annihilated. Rear echelon push way forward, and Sturm Pioneers can't be around for too longer. So it's a mutual engagement there. One squad at both sides fall back, and those Sturm Pioneers are going to be quite wounded for quite some time. Both grenades deploy, get find some heavy, deploy out some sandbags. I can't speak right now, and get behind them. Volksgrenadiers MG42 now pushing the way forward. MG42 is going to set up an open ground. We got the Vickers back here behind heavy cover. We'll get some good shots there on the intersection. He will get the sector captured on up. Pioneers getting suppressed. Do now also got the intersection squad inside the garrison. There's 3 windows aside. We got the Volksgrenadiers here as well. Pathfinder's firing away against a snipe shot there. I heard the Garen connect or fired and then one of them died. Yep, the Pathfinder's getting some decent hits there. Rear Echelon to capture this sector. He could try a fighting position in order to help keep the area secure. Doesn't have enough munitions for the 50 cal upgrade, but by the time it gets completed, he probably have the enough munitions for it. Two Volksgrenadiers now push away forward. He is going for SWS half track. Wehrmacht ally, he could go for mechanized HQ and then ask his teammate to deploy him out a med bunker at his HQ in order to provide some healing. And side note as well, if your OKW, your teammate has an issue where he loses the battle group HQ, you can always build him a med bunker to help him out. Especially if you fail to support him. US player is getting a little bit blobby there, but all behind cover. Mortar shots here. Your section is pushed way forward. We do now have a Wehrmacht Grenade Warfare. He does also have both the Axis players now select the doctrine as well. You have the Assault Support Doctrine and the Fortifications Doctrine. Do note the Opal Blitz supply trucks do not affect teammates, but you can also use them to get increased income from the munitions and fuel sector, which you can't do that with any other way. The Opal Blitz supply trucks are actually pretty good in level 1 as well. They cost 200 manpower. It's actually cheaper than caches, about 250. It does apply the net effect of both munitions and fuel cache. They may not lock down the sector, but it's basically 2 caches, the price of even less. I do see a British mortar emplacement deployed on the field. Volksgrenadiers both inside this garrison. There's only 3 windows on this side. There's 4 windows this side, but nothing's firing out there. And there's 4 windows this side, which is a great spot, but does get 1 Volksgrenadiers outside the garrison to get behind the heavy cover, so that's probably much better than having both in there. Unless they're completely surrounded. Grenade Warfare rolls some misses there, trying to does displace the Vickers, but does not force them back. Grenadiers do get out of the garrison there. Over here, Volksgrenadiers push away forward.
Heavy fortification now available. Pioneers standing by.
Some Pioneers do take some damage there. Captain upgrade of a bar. Grenadiers getting suppressed by the Vickers. Vickers severely wounded. He may keep this guy around for another precise fire. Vickers do fall back now. Shown Pioneers hitting up the center of the map. Volksgrenadiers here and here. Each section trying to guide for the garrison. Mortar emplacement iron to counter barrage the Grenade Warfare. Like Mechanized Company, now deploying out, so get out some 222s or Pack 40. Both will be useful. 222 could help him reach the front line, engage the mortar emplacement and Vickers. So we do see a 6 pounder in return. They're going to put OKW players eyeing the flak half track. So he's gone for Battle Group HQ. And here, mortars raining on in. He does not have medics just yet. Probably should queue up the medics, I would say. Sappers do fall back there. The US player does have now M15 in the field. 2 Pathfinders, a rifleman. It's also getting forced on back. M15 pushing way forward, suppressing down the Volksgrenadiers. Got a big blob of US forces there. Likes can be decent against blobs, but they're of course a little bit RNG, honestly. Also needed to get inside the garrison. They'll be quickly displaced, but they'll buy him some time. Black half track pushing way forward. Gotta be a bit careful. They can't fire while moving, so the M15 can do quite good work. Pathfinder, severe damage onto it, does fall that one squad back. The other one does get suppressed. Here comes the M15, and look at the first strike. I also don't know if it really wins a 1v1 combat. Yeah, the M15 by an easy amount. Force fires the ground and gets the kill. Oh, sorry, I just saw your Rumble chat. Company Heroes 1 and 2 are still pretty much the same, though I think Company Heroes 2 of the last patch got a little bit too bland. Company Heroes 1 is still the same, and I hate Company Heroes 3. Absolutely hate Company Heroes 3. Vickers do get some good suppression there of the Grenadiers.
A fresh officer has arrived.
Assault Officer now put on out by the Wehrmacht player. Using the last manpower, so we have trouble reinforcing. No med bunker just yet. He has the bunker build, not upgraded. They want to fix that. They're also going to upgrade those Grenadiers to with LMG. Pick 2 out of 3, 2 LMGs or the med bunker. False Grenadiers take some fire. Does inside the garrison that see incendiary grenade effects, so you may be torched a little bit. The Kenworth gets good hit there. Rifle squad actually 4. Pathfinder firing away. Volks Grenadiers do fall back. Shun Pioneers getting ripped apart, and now the Kenworth is falling back as well. Armando is being blown in the field. Our player has 80 munitions now. He has vest into a med bunker. He can get 1 set of LMGs if he so chooses. And the assault artillery officer is taking too much damage there.
Cargo trucks are now available.
My piece a bit glitchy.
One to aid in resource
Is it my voice? Is anybody else having that issue? Getting a bit of damage there. Rocket squad does fall back. Amado's falling back as well.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
Amado's camouflage ready to ambush. Maybe the flamethrower, flame war for pioneers.
Steady up, fellas.
Task complete.
I got orders.
Crew ready.
Maybe try. I do have some links down in my description. Maybe try the Twitch or YouTube. Like, see if you're starting having that issue. What if it's a Rumble thing? Section falling on back, but you got a British landmine here and more commandos or artillery officer smoke. And a warfare there. These forces getting killed up. Ambulance pushed a little bit forward, but not too far forward. Commando glider here, deploying out additional commandos, so he is desiring a second squad.
I'm afraid. Quite
Flying commandos here does cost 350 manpower, as opposed to a whole glider, which is 390, so it is slightly cheaper, but not too much. Oh, there's a good number of British landmines. He found a British landmine. Sappers come on out. He's trying to go for a heat grenade. Fun fact, heat weapons, or actually classified as chemical munitions. Heat grenades thrown. Gets loses entire squad, but does take out the 2-2. You know, that's probably a relatively equal trade. Definitely favoring the British player, though. The 2s are 200 manpower, unless, what was it, 240? 200. Sappers are a little bit more expensive. At 210, so a loss of fuel for the Wehrmacht player, but does get a squad wipe in return. Needs repairs onto the half track. You know, I got the Volkswagen pushing forward. I got the paratroopers now pulling the field with M1919s. Volkswagen do throw the senior grenade, forcing back the paratroopers.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
Pathfinder's push way forward. He is behind some heavy cover there, but has to avoid his own senior grenade. These Volkswagen push way forward as well. Grenadiers to avoid that light gammon bomb.
Our territory.
Good hit there onto the half track. That smoke. Wait, oh, he rebuilt another half track? That's probably not worth it. Vickenwerfer rolls a miss. He smoked out his own Vickenwerfer. And also got the smoke parade operation. A pretty rare ability, honestly, to see. So we got multiple smoke grenades falling from the sky. Grenadiers to avoid that one. Commandos push their way forward. May see another light gammon. So I think they're both, yeah, they're both on cooldown. These squads do fall back now. Put it there onto the M15, backing him off now. And does fully patrol the Vickenwerfer. Commandos push way forward. Flak half track trying to rotate around. Light gammon bombs can do some decent damage. Light gammon bomb there. Not really great placement on the garrison. I know he was trying to hit the door right there, but that hardly even touched the building itself.
Stand by! Orders!
Ground's ours. Now spread out.
Simon, ready the gun.
Light now deployed on the field. More mortar barrages from the mortar emplacement. Very nice.
300 points.
Extra firepower is now available for units.
6-pounder getting repaired on up. Oh, that 6-pounder took a lot of damage somehow. How did they take so much damage? Artillery officer presumably forward under his own smoke cover. Folks are nearest. One gets suppressed. One does fall back. This one is off the side. Most Grenadiers have to take a bit of damage. 6-pounder rolls and miss. The Black Half Track cannot take a 6-pounder or M1AT gun hit, or else he will die. Does get a decent hit there onto the M1AT gun. Does throw smoke. Most Grenadiers starting to report. One does get annihilated by the paratroopers. As all Volks Grenadiers should get forced on back, no problem. M15 pushes his way forward. Maybe he'll get a wipe there on the flak half track. He's very close. Oh, looks like he got caught on reload. That's why he reloads. 6-pounder has been recaptured. And the captain should be able to gun down. Does gun down the half track. Land Warfare and Panzer Grenadiers pushing along the flank. Got some flares here. I'm not sure from what. Is it major already? Yep, major artillery not being brought on in. Vickers, quite damaged, getting hit by the Grenadwerfer. Looks like that was a direct hit there from the Grenadwerfer. And the Grenadiers do wipe out the Vickers. You could try pushing forward now. You could capture up that Vickers. Maybe a good idea to capture the Vickers. Does capture the Vickers. The Grenadier self gets wiped out by the landmine. Do come out of some point of view. Got some smoke rounds being brought in. Artillery officer backing on off. Up north, we do got these Volks Grenadiers push way forward. Rifleman squad and 2 Pathfinders here. Rear echelon in tow.
We lost a gun crew.
Does get the Volks inside the garrison, but he can get easily overwhelmed. There's too many squads here. Volks Grenadier now veteran C5. Now it's good landmine placement by the Brits. You actually don't really see landmines from Brits all too often. Does get a full squad right there.
Germans just cut off our supply line.
Volks or rear echelon does get annihilated. Panzer 4 pushes way forward. Pinta mount being upgraded. Got a Scott on the field, barraging. The Kind of prefer trying to push forward and engage. Maybe just take out the AT gun. Let's get a good round into the AT gun. And for engaging glider. Does get the kill there. Vacuum explosion, sucking up all those bodies, and nice little pile there. I want to know why. Why does the explosions tend to suck more than explode out sometimes? Because that was those bodies gliding across the ground was because of the glider going down.
Supplies looking a bit squiffy. Line's been cut. An emplacement is being attacked.
Buggers. Standing by. Re-exporter ready.
You have a fresh Comet tank deployed on the field.
Comet, ready to move out.
The structure does get braced. There are 4 windows on the sides. There's a great garrison fight front for the Panzergrenadiers. Bar now some heavier stuff. Immediately destroys the entire building with one shot there of the Comet. He needs to get out of the garrison. So the Comet's now focused on the Panzer IV. Panzergrenadiers focus down the Commandos. And you get on the far side of the garrison. And there goes the structure. This structure could go down one shot for the Comet tank as well. Don't get back in. Oh,
Brave infantry is dying.
that was really stupid. The first one's like not paying attention. That second one was suicide. Good Pack 40 hit there. So now he's out of Grenadiers and Panzer Grenadiers. He has artillery officers still in the field. He has 2 MGs as well, so he may not really need Grenadiers. Maybe a second Pioneer for Flamethrower is all he needs. He starts saving up towards the Tiger tank.
Ready for action.
Captain taking some damage there, but can work for persuade forward. You got a damage engine crit there, maybe Panzerfaust. Now we do have the loiter, strafing loiter support from the Wehrmacht player in this region. Pins down those guys. The M15. The M15 is still alive, so that means he has anti-aircraft support. He has turned on the anti-aircraft mode, which we should have 360 angle coverage now.
Enemy down. That's it.
The aircraft does get shot down there. Right there on the Volksgrenadiers. Here you have track falling back. Garrison taking some damage, but all the Volksgrenadiers have already got wiped out as well. One commando has hold fire turned on. You may want to turn that off, but he is prioritized for mainly targeting. MG34 here. We also got the Vickenwerfer here.
All right, fellas. Final checks.
Contact! Enemy MG! Oh, prepare for orders. Weapon squad holding.
Rolls a miss there. We've got the Panzer IV firing away. That's a good hit there. Gamma bomb has been thrown. Does get the full wipe on the MG42.
He has killed a machine gun crew. Stuka fragmentation bombers now available.
Volksgrenadiers now falling on back.
Get to march! Protect the flank! Contact! Enemy contact! Enemy attacking! Enemy flanking us!
Good damage on that squad.
Flanking attack! Promotion!
Rifle squad is quite low. The Kenwerfer trying to get a shot off. The Scots have plenty of health to work with. Volksgrenadiers trying to go for Panzerfaust. Does get a connect there. He actually will get damage from the crit there. Not a death crit. No, it is fully out of control. Second Warfare does get decrewed. Comet tank rolling around. Volkswagens do need to fall on back. OKW Panzer IV now on the build queue. Got 2 Pak-40s back here. The Wehrmacht Panzer IV is still alive. No telemines or shoot mines back here. Now it's taking time to destroy some of these support weapons. Another Scott in the build queue. The Gunner Warfare does go down there. Rolls and miss there with the Pak-40. Scott is barraging. Oh, Comet tank got a massive hit there.
The capture point is being overrun.
I always find how it's sort of stupid how effective the Comet is against infantry. Like, it is far too effective against infantry in my opinion. Does get a good hit there.
Reinforcements in. Welcome to the death factory, boys. Send orders!
High explosive mortars now raining on in. Panzer IV now being upgraded for Pintle.
Under fire! Panzer engaging! Medium Panzer upgrade completed!
Two good hits there from the M1AT guns. Rolls another hit there. Looks like does get out of range. None of them are efficiency 1, so they don't have the take aim for increased range. M1AT gun does get decrewed. Captain blitzing his way forward. Let's get a good volley there onto the Volksgrenadiers. Gonna work for push way forward as well. Oop. Something. The Panzer IV went down over here. Comet take push way forward. Grenade has been thrown out the MG42. Takes out the MG42 crew. Kenilworth and Volksgrenadiers do fall back. Scott has very little health while alive. Oh, and detonates a landmine to help with decrewing it. Volksgrenadiers may get a Panzerfaust off, but so far it's not good enough for a Panzerfaust. That Comet's being a monster. Has somehow 18 infantry kills. Let's see, Rather versus Comet, then Pathfinder into Scots. So you rather fight Comets rather than Pathfinder Scots? I'm guessing what you're saying there. Yep. I don't understand why the Comet's so effective against infantry. It should be more or less a comparison to the Panther. One may have more armor, one has more speed. Both of them should be, in my opinion, ineffective versus infantry. Some damage there. Comet falling on back, Panzer IV here.
The Tiger to deploy.
Bigger pounds are now be brought on in, has enough fuel, enough command points, just need a bit more manpower. And perhaps have this Pak-40s not barraged by the mortar emplacement. Got Paracommandos here, ripping apart the Pioneers. Smoke there. I hear a bit of artillery reading on it. We do now have the Pak-43 to be put on the field, which may or may not be in range of the mortar emplacement. I don't think it is. If it's far enough back, that should be good. Though it can always be nuked by air supremacy. That would be quite a bit of missions for that. 2 columns of the field. Panzer IV is going to be getting on out of there. Pak-40s are still back home, and there goes the Panzer IV.
Our Panzer forces have been reduced by 1.
You now have the MG42 falling back. Oh no, that's the captured Vickers.
Has been killed.
Over here we got the Volksgrenadiers engaging the Pathfinders at close range. Strange enough, the Pathfinders don't have bars. So they're not bar finders, just regular Pathfinders. And that's a dead squad of Volks.
Prepare for orders. Get ready for
In 1919, providing coverage. You could go to the heavy cover here.
knock it out.
A capture point is under
Rifle
attack.
squad decapturing the VP. Going for the squad of Volks. Maybe instead of going Volks, maybe Obersoldaten would be a little bit better. Though they'll be a little bit more vulnerable to the Scots, so maybe that's one reason why he doesn't want to go for the Obersoldaten. They'll have one less model. Each model has the same amount of health. Attack 43 rolls a miss multiple times, looks like. Does get out of range. Scots can barrage this. Grenade Warfare does fall back there. The US player also has plenty of munitions for the P-47 Loiter. He has enough for 2 of them. Well, 2 times 2 P-47s. Either way. Wehrmacht Panther rather than Wehrmacht Tiger being pulled on out. Charging way forward. If he can somehow win the fight, he can plays on demolition charge. Finds a landmine there. But he's going for a smoke operation. Is he actually going for demolition charge? He is trying to go for demolition charge, but there's a Cindy grenade there, so that one model trying to plant the explosive will be burned alive, or not. Oh, he got the demolition charge down. Didn't destroy the gun. And it does drop a Bren. And he may lose that squad entirely. A really good shot, though, honestly.
Squad's gone.
The Commandos do go down. Rifle squad does fall back. We've got now the P-47 training coming on in. The Panther needs to get on out of there. You see, can always activate his sheer transporters for the anti-aircraft mode. Now that we're armor exposed, good hits there, and he is in the loiter radius. Here comes the P-47. Does have 2 pack boys covered the tree, however. Use the mark target weak point. Does manage to get him back out of there, and the Panther will escape as well. Doesn't sound like the sheer transport is firing away. In 1919, stripping apart the Volksgrenadiers. But this Volksgrenadiers squad can pick up the Bren, or no, it can't because of no weapon slots.
Ready to deploy.
There goes. The sheer transporters is firing away. Grenades been thrown. Get a bit of splash. So officers nice and close to the Pathfinders, ready to give them hugs. The Volksgrenadiers are getting ripped apart, however. The assault officer is pretty close to the Scots. Could see some good hits there. Yep. So much ordnance just being brought in that location. Everything falls back. As for push the way forward, keep the captain at bay. We do have this commando in hold fire stance. Hopping the fence. Trying to creep his way forward. If he's able,
Orders coming.
there should be plenty of light cover in the fence forward to get that capture point, but we do got some commandos, not commandos, Panzergrenadiers he could ambush. I cast Company Heroes 1 every Wednesday and Thursday. I mean, it's what? It's not that bad. It's not Company Heroes 3. Friends, Commando Squad does take severe damage. Oh no. Company Heroes 3 is a grave insult. There's a reason why I only put 4 hours into it. I played it once in the stream. That's still, if you want to take a look at my stream, back with my Wasteland Fox avatar. And it was buggy. It was not good. Panzer 4. Back on off. Volksgrenadiers got some heavy cover. Bren. Sorry. Volksgrenadiers fighting on heavy cover. M1 guns pretty forward. Do not got the multiple loiters in, and the air supremacy operation. So we got aircraft everywhere. Strafing around onto the Panzer IV. Panzer IV needs to keep its distance, taking some severe damage. Air supremacy. Empty down. Secure Panzer quarters. Stays alive. Battle Group HQ goes down. Sturm Pioneers can rip apart there. And here comes the next round. And there goes Panzer IV. Jackson pushes way forward. Grenades there. Pack 43 does go down. It actually may be a good idea to capture it. Multiple I check them on the minimap or on the field right here. Pack 40s gets some good damage there onto the Comet. Does throw some white phosphorus. Now the squad is down to one, or actually literally down to 0 health, so any hit onto them will kill them off. Those are the capture fields. Rather than hoarding units to capture points individually, you just simply place units in the capture zone to capture it out. Just a different way that they did the capturing system. Pack 40 being recruited now does find a Teller mine. Panzer Grenadiers only have harsh language. Panther has something a bit larger than harsh language. That's fast firing. Damage to crit again.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
And the Pack 43 scores the kill. But yeah, this game uses like a field zone where you can just place a unit inside the capture sector. And also makes it so you can do other things while capturing it up, such as build stuff, or like build some sandbags while capturing, or at least fight a bit more reasonably. Panther takes some damage. Ooh, finds another tunnel mine and goes down. So both 2 Comets now down.
The Comet tank has been put
3rd
out of
Comet,
action.
efficiency 2 Comets still in the field.
The enemy are weakening. Army commanders
Volks
ready to go.
Grenadiers getting some damage onto the paratroopers. Grenades been thrown.
Contact! Full arms fire! Coming up on the flank!
The Panther is a bit more mobile, or the Comet's a bit more mobile than the Panther, a little bit weaker against armor, and strangely enough has decent anti-infantry compared to the Panther. Volkswagen is now falling back. They may get wiped out. They do not get wiped out. Or he did not get wiped out. More mortars raining on in. There's a direct hit there.
Lost a gun crew!
It was the heavy mortar barrage from the artillery officer. Armando's fighting, keeping camouflage, sticking to ready to ambush something. You now have the Zero artillery ability not being utilized here. Panther is charging way forward. Gets some good hits on Jackson. Jackson does go down. More hits there. Panther's taking some damage. Comet taking some hits there. Panther backing on off. Panther's being destroyed. Comet does go down to this Pack 43. Panther does go down. Got another round of rockets on this Panther. Does manage to escape on out of there. Like severe hits, Pack 43 getting barraged as well. Its crew is about to get wiped on out. And Scott's not getting repaired on up. Volkswagen is now falling back here. And got the 50 cal captured. Pioneers falling back. Panzer's captured that sector. Comets and Panthers have honestly sort of similar armor schemes. They're similar. Price difference is primary thing is the fuel. Panthers are 185
Becoming critical.
and the Comet is 175. So the Comet is slightly cheaper in fuel, but slightly. But honestly, a bit more accessible. Another air supremacy operation there. Sheer Panzer Quarters does go down. Now here comes the next bomb run, but he's not getting on the bombing run.
We've lost a squad of infantry.
He was not paying attention. Now he's on the wall. This is his last squad at unvetted Volksgrenadiers. He has the mechanized, he had the battle group, he had the Sheer Panzer Quarters, which means he can deploy the King Tiger, but he's going to need another, like, 5 minutes worth of fuel. Ugh, that's not going to be possible. The OKW player is pretty much out of the game, isn't he? I think the...
Now down to 25 points.
Yeah. They have triple capture against them, they have less than 25 VPs, and the OKW player is dead in the water. The Wehrmacht player has decent composition, and they do surrender now. That's the GG, I guess. This and great saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Center, top. I think it's more of the issues where I think it's more of an issue of the quality. I have to, how to put it, I record in 4K 60 FPS, but in streams I can only do 1080p 30 FPS, so that may be the issue where it's a stream compressing. Probably have time for one more game. Let's see now. Maybe something with Soviets? Soviet British. Try to get a bit more of a mix. Try to go for one. There we go. That should be reasonable enough. Even though this does not indicate skill, it may indicate a lack of skill. This should be reasonable enough. Plus it's crossing the woods. Oh, sorry. For a couple years too, I tend to do 1v1, 2 1v1s in early of the stream, and then 2 2v2s at the end of the stream. That's why I like to segment it up. You know where there is a sort of is and isn't? In-game, there's of course an in-game store, but you can, by playing games, you get a bit of an in-game currency to purchase everything. Given enough time, you can purchase whatever commander game crashed. Game crashed. You can buy commanders with sets of abilities, but not necessarily purchase individual abilities themselves. By playing the game, you can get in-game currency, which you can buy all the commanders. There are some skins that you have to pay real-life money for, but those are skins, of course. But given enough time, you can unlock everything, important at least. But it does take a bit of time. Not that button. It's, now thinking about it, you get, what, 1,500 of these coins every 3 games. And then you get... But each commander is like 1,500. Ugh. It may be 30 games, but you can get that same currency from playing against AI as well. So it's not limited to playing PvP. You can also do a PvE. So you do have to play quite a bit, honestly. Here we go. That should be reasonable enough. Each commander does cost the same amount if I remember correctly as well. if you there's some forums where the probably can suggest which doctor's the best, but may want how to put it. Maybe focus on one person time. Honestly, my opinion is the United States should not fund anything and stay out of it. Oh, great. Got a little bit of timer. A minute 20 seconds, not too long. I was not paying attention to the timer part. That's my bad. I just say, as an American, the US should just stay out of it. Stay out of Israel. That whole region. Just nuke everything, kill everybody. Wipe it off the map. I don't really care much about it. It's like, just stay out of it. I'm just tired of US dollars going overseas, whether it be Israel, Ukraine, or some backwater country like $100,000 for gender studies in Pakistan. All that stuff. I just was leave the United States out of it. That region's been in turmoil for millennia. I think right now the United States sent like 300 billion to Ukraine in total. Game should be starting up soon, and there we go. Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another Age of Empires, not Age of Empires, Cup Heroes 2 replay. Spawn on the south side as the Yellow Soviets, we have Red 77. Spawn as the Blue British, we have Michael Whitman. Spawn as the Magenta Veramok player, we have Elite Warrior. And spawn as the Red OKW player, we have Zemara. I butchered that, who's meat locked in the Luftwaffe ground forces. Pioneers move around, catching some sectors. More Volksgunners being pulled on the field. Vickers being pushed to the center of the map. Engineers over here. He does have the Tier 2 support weapon company, which means he's also going for a Maxim. Does have a conscript squad on the field as well. We do have another doctrine, multiple doctrine lock-ins. We of course got the Joint Operations Doctrine. We do got the Luftwaffe ground forces. We do got the Soviet Reserve Army, a pretty rare doctrine honestly. And we got the Royal Engineers.
MG squad awaiting orders.
I remember when Soviet Reserves used to have Soviet Irregulars, which were like a really horrible version of Partisans. And used to have Partisans anti-tank, but now it's just the Commissar, EPSH's weapon support drop, rapid conscription, and the NL-20. Over here, we do now have conscripts inside this garrison. Volksgunners behind some heavy cover. Got the instruction to deploy out some sandbags there. And MG42 here. Drone Pioneers falling back. Looks like the Volksgrenadier is firing. One guy taking pot shots. Conscripts not retaliating. Looks like he's trying to fire there. Like, you can see him. You know, that seems like I see something people doing in FPSs bobbing up and down. He's clearly trying to declare himself friendly. He is not having it. But, of course, he's a noob and missing all of his shots. We have now some wire there. MG42 now pushes way forward. Being more reserve. Do got some early pyrotechnics here. Don't really see pyrotechnics all too often. It does provide still some good vision range.
Our headquarters has been improved. We can now build light mechanized infantry.
Incendiary grenade has been thrown. Not really needed to throw it right there. It's not a great garrison to fight from. And not really one he needs to displace quickly. Volksander is now backing on off. These Royal
Conscripts at our disposal.
Salvage Engineers push way forward. We got the Pioneers as well. Good amount of wire everywhere, though he's going to wire himself off from any sort of retreat path. The MG42 set up in not a good location.
Have been assigned fresh
Vickers
Panzer
here.
Grenadiers.
It is in range of one of these guys. Is out of vision range.
Enemy is taking our
Pioneer's now
territory.
falling on back. Incendiary grenade there onto the Maxim.
They've opened up on us!
Grenadiers ready.
Incoming fire!
Flamethrower pushes way forward.
Enemy contact!
Supply sector under attack.
Volkswagen's taking some damage. We do now some early minesweepers split up by the Sturm Pioneers, but now they're getting set ablaze. They're behind heavy cover, very stacked up, taking massive damage there. Conscripts get some shots upon retreat as well. More conscripts here. Got 3 squads of conscript with this gun on the way.
Sector is at risk.
MG42 getting forced on back by the Vickers. We knew that was likely going to happen. And got some sandbags being put out next to the sandbags. Grenadiers and Pioneers move around. Oh, did he do a tier 1 skip? Yeah, it looks like the Barrel Player went for a tier 1 skip and went for a double Pioneer, double MG opener.
Panzer Grenadiers.
Not a bad opener. It's sold out for the Panzer Grenadiers. We probably won't see the artillery officer then. They have the overlapping role with the Panzer Grenadiers. We got the pyrotechnic flare thrown on in. First round should be running in relatively soon, but takes time to rotate the gun. Bundle grenade.
Brim guns and
Decent
pierce
splash.
launchers can now be used by many units.
And the barrage itself is pretty accurate, so as long as he has maintains vision of there, the scatter will not be wide enough to hit these other forces. Flamethrower gets some good damage there. MG42 firing away, force back both those intersection squads. Assault officer deployed on the field. Pioneer squad needs to fall back. Bundle grenade there, or Gambellum. Annihilates the Pioneers. Panzer Grenadiers getting some good, decent damage. And he does need to get out a medic bunker relatively soon. Lose a couple models. Oh,
Our brave infantry is dying.
not paying enough attention there. I'll say he needs to get out his medics relatively soon because his Pioneers are quite wounded, and that Panzer Grenadier was quite wounded. But now that Panzer Grenadier is no longer wounded. They're straight up dead. Volkswageners push way forward. Does put the landmine there. He could defuse that, even though it's not fully built. Incendiary grenade in the garrison.
Anti-tank gun is ready for
There are a decent amount of windows inside, but the incendiary grenade ran a bit far. He can stay in there because he won't be burned if the incendiary effect is on the not affecting the models next to the windows. Long story short, where the burn radius is of the incendiary grenade only affects models inside that burn radius. It does not affect the entire structure.
Conscripts can now throw Molotovs.
Either way, this building's almost set ablaze. The Compagnator could set it ablaze pretty easily.
What do you need us to do?
Vickers here, recovery sappers. He does have the 5-man squad as well.
Taking fire!
Volks Grenadiers took a small burst there from the Maxim. Panzer Grenadiers easily getting forced back. Has replied out second Panzer Grenadier. I think he just went for the battle phase. Yep, battle phase 2 now on the way.
We are losing a sector.
Conscripts getting some shots there onto the Sturm Pioneer.
The enemy has cut off a sector.
Maxim taking some rounds there. Recovery sapper is flanking around. Does receive a bit of suppression there. It does get recovered from suppression. Does manage to get on the far side of it. and should fall back now.
Enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
So officer can send a map, taking some flamethrower fire. And that squad does fall back. Volksgrenadiers push forward, does find a whole bunch of conscripts. Pioneers to draw a bit of fire there. MG42 pushes way forward. Behind, somewhat behind heavy cover, but mostly in front of it. Lag does rain a little bit short. Oh, that's MG34, not 42. Same difference in this case. Does throw a Molotov there. Just suppression of all those squads. Didn't need to fall back to Volksgrenadiers. They're all these guys are suppressed. And probably, I would have stuck around for another burst from the MG in order to keep the suppression up. We do have the Fallschirmjägers flanking these Zis guns. Zis guns does get flanked and does get wiped out there.
Right, orders might be coming. Orders, lads. Sappers, ready for orders.
Oh, now got
Forces have
the company
constructed a
command
company
post.
command post.
Maxim does find the Fallschirmjägers. Conscripts take some shots here as well.
To deploy. Infantry assault!
MG34 heading down center. We got now these sections moving around. Does upgrade with the Vickers and the assault officer. You really don't see that upgrade all too often. Now got the smoke flare being brought on in.
Bloody fucking infantry! Firing at me!
You have a landmine here. The assault officer will probably find it. Grenadiers not in fighting. Does find the landmine there. Got two sections pushed way forward. Grenadiers are nice close or nice mid range there. Try to go for a.
Trying to take one of our points.
I saw him trying to go for a mine or something there. It does hit a mine detonation. I thought he was going to go for a grenade. Bundle grenade wipes out that squad entirely.
Squad knocked out.
Gets some splash on that one. Does pick up the Brand with his sapper and does fall back to the other squads. Down south, we do got the Volksgrenadiers being displaced by the T-70. Fallschirmjägers should keep his distance as well. Fallschirmjägers do fall back. More a teller mine being built there. Wonder if he saw that. Either way, there's a teller mine there right outside the base that can be very deadly. And they're still on top of it. That's not great. T-70 could take a make a miss and wipe out both those squads. Teller mines don't have limitations to 2 models per explosion. Thank you, and have a good evening. Molotov there. MG42 beats out the garrison. Pioneers a little bit too close. Gammon bomb there will detonate the teller mine. Nope. Barely misses the teller mine. T-70 back on off. Teller mine here.
Infantry squad trained and ready to go.
Volksgrenadiers do take a bit of fire there. Slightly damaged. I wonder if it's going to find that teller mine. Get around there onto the MG34. Great hit there. You now have the Commissar now deployed on the field.
3-inch mortar at the ready.
3-inch mortar now deployed on the field. Ooh, got a recon run. That's one of my favorite abilities in the entire game. The simple recon run. Such a nice ability to have. Though we do have the shoot transporters on the field, which could shoot it down. The Commissar will not receive more SWS half-track fire. Or sheer transporters fire, I should say. Volksgrenadiers are getting suppressed there by the Maxim. MG34 sitting on up. Telemine does get cleaned, very nice. He must have spotted that with the artillery officer, the placement of those pioneers. Commissar taking some fire there and does fall back now. Now got a bit of mortar hits there onto the Sheer Panzer quarters. True mine being built, but will get spotted. There's also a Soviet landmine here. There's another shoe mine here. You could throw a Molotov on top of the landmine to defuse it by letting in fire. Mortar hits there onto the Sheer Panzer quarters. That is from the mortar emplacement. He has upgraded the second mortar as well. Panzer Grenadiers and Assault Officer are blocking the way forward. He needs to bring the smoke barrage. On a grenade. Splashes a little bit.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
Great hit there on the artillery officer. Now got the heavy mortar barrage not being brought on in. Howdy. Bundle grenade has been thrown. Oh! And he annihilates his own Panzer Grenadiers that bundle grenade. There's artillery mortar barrage. Destroys a squad entirely. Actually, the garrison didn't get destroyed. The gun itself got destroyed. I didn't realize the artillery, the mortar barrage ability is decent against weapons. You now got the consequence push way forward with PPSHs, Molotov there. He's going to take some shots there. Got the incendiary round there. Of course, the MG-34 sitting on top of the shoe mine, which is not great. Panzer rolls a miss there. This gun could find a light artillery barrage. Volksgrenadiers or Fallschirmjägers push way forward and displace the Zis guns. There's also a Zis gun here that may have been from. Yeah, it's been utilized in the team weapon drop. Something being brought on there. Not sure what it is. Commissar. It's the fear propaganda. T-70 goes down. I was not paying attention to what took it out. Guess it's the Venom Warper. Find a well-placed hit. Although it could be forces falling back, or this Fallschirmjägers. The other Fallschirmjäger got forced back by the fear propaganda. Panzer reversing on in. Royal Recovery Engineers do have access to a heat grenade. Good, it's there. The Royal Recovery Engineer is being suppressed. Now I got an artillery flare there. I think he is severely wounded. He needs a fallback with everything because he's about to get wiped out by the Panzer IV. As far as not being upgraded with the Pinto mount, not can easily be overran. He has the anvil, which means airburst rounds. Let's get some decent shots on the 6-pounder, but may just want to fall back. Does get another model there. Gotta be very careful when pushing forward like this. He has not. I suppose he does have some escort, but the assault officer may need to fall back sooner rather than later. But it's there. Grenades been thrown. He's not dodging. Well. Yep, and now the Panzer IV needs to fall back. Artillery also needs to fall back. MG-42 needs to fall back. The Panzer Grenadiers could fall back to get a bit of extra health. G-34 firing away. Loads and sending rounds. That's not great when you're that wounded. And about to get overran. Does get wiped out there. Incomplete shoe mine. Shoe pioneers do fall back. These forces need to fall back and get a medic.
We're losing a capture point.
The Volksgrenadiers need to fall back and not find bullets to their head. Consequence charging way forward. Got the combined arms ability being active there for a brief moment. Churchill on the field. I do like the Churchill. You can also get out the Churchill AVRE. But I think as well, if you were to go for hammer rather than anvil, you can get AVREs with emergency war speed. More artillery running on in. Infrastructures push way forward. Force back the Grenade Warfare. The other Grenade Warfare should perhaps fall back as well. Oscar's falling back. We do now have the Commissar push his way forward. And there goes all the Panzer Grenadiers. H42 suppressing down the Commissar. So also push way forward, intersection fall, displacing the MG. Panzer Grenadiers. Way to go forward with a bundle grenade, but keeps distance is not bad as well. These guys are mostly armored close range weapons. Light artillery barrage raining on in. Churchill now deploying the field. Does with a command tank of the Churchill. It does fire more slowly. I think the acceleration actually gets negative impact, not necessarily the move speed. Or the tank commander upgrading the Churchill as well. Now he does have the capability of being supported by the nearby command tank. As for push way forward, the Churchill has plenty of health, so even if it's a weakened state, it should be decent against the Panzer IV. A heavy mortar barrage running in, which is not exactly effective versus the Churchill. Way too much armor. Sandbags do go down there. S4 does blitz on out there. The Grenade Warper do not receive a hit there. The Sheer Panzer Corps is still receiving some fire. You have an OKW Panther on the field.
Rifleman ready.
Missed the shoe mine. That may be a bad thing. Missed shoe mine again. That may be a good thing. This gun's get a couple good hits there. Like now barraging them. Hope there's actually a barrage order. Nope, barrage order's on cooldown. Panzer Corps takes some fire. He has the Panther on the field. He may just go to the mechanized HQ next, so eventually he can get out the King Tiger. He can make do with one Panther. His teammate does go for a Stug. Does get a good hit there. Officer does fall back. Volkswagen does get suppressed. Stug and Panzer IV push his way forward. And a smoke barrage there from the leg. Panzer IV and Stug heading down south. Got the artillery officer here. T-54 76 will do a Q for the Soviet player. He has enough command points and resources for the ML-20 now, so you could eye for one of them. Be decent against the Grenade Warfers. Stug gets a hit there. Another heavy mortar barrage raining on in. Churchill flying back. Receives a bounce there. We got one Pete on the sky and one Bren. Conscript 4 forcing back these Volksgrenadiers. T-476 getting some shots there at those Grenadiers, or Panzer Grenadiers. Volksgrenadiers firing away. These guards are suppressed by the captured, or by the MG-34. Branchable smoke there. Panzer Grenadiers quite damaged, good hit there. Pentrix randomly hit. Zis guns rolls and misses as well. Conscript took some hits. Ooh, there goes Panzer Grenadiers, but they do connect. There goes the T-34. A pretty big loss there. The Volksgrenadiers pick up the Panzertruck and get some of the old style Volksgrenadiers back. Volksgrenadiers come for a flank. Branchable smoke there. And looks like these squads do fall back. You shoot it back because the fear propaganda artillery flares. One Pantrick on the ground. Maybe good idea if the combat engineers pick that up. Maxim keeping his distance. Finds a shoe mine there. Slowly being whittled on down.
Rocket launcher on the field.
Katyusha now pulling the field. Katyushas are generally better than the ML20, though it is a doctrinal item. I tend to go for the ML20, though the Katyusha is generally better. No Pack 43s, no Left 18s. Low on manpower, has plenty of fuel. Does not have Battle Phase 3. Another recon run. So officer does fall back. Got another Churchill here. Oh, that's the same Churchill. Does get a good pen there. The Churchill's almost got to C1.
Our capture point. They're trying to take it.
Rolls a bounce there. Receive another bounce. Send a bounce, receive the pen. Forces falling back, including Katyusha Barrage. Is that a good hit then, the Panzer Grenadiers? And Shug Bull, please start firing away. Panzer IV keeps on rolling bounces. Does use target weak point there with the Stug. Not really necessary, honestly, but great mortar hits there. Oh, he does have a Left 18 on the field as well. Though none of those rounds were from the Left 18. That was all from the mortars.
Grenadier, ready for action.
We do also have a Bofors on the field back here to help keep the VP secure. At this one time, he probably should go for a Firefly. He has maybe he's going to be staying up for the AVRE, actually. Molotovs been thrown. Panther pushed way forward. Landmine being built there. Shoe mine. You have the T-34-76 here. Left 18's on cooldown. Panzer IV took some pretty sizable hits. Needs to get on out of there. May need a blitz on out of there, because if he gets double tapped again, he's dead.
Stug 3 ready to deploy.
Another Stug? They don't really need Stugs right now. One Stug is plenty. Panthers push the way forward.
We have lost a squad.
Pioneers do fall back because he lost the Panzer Grenadier. Maybe it was this MG that went down. Got these forces pushing way forward. Katyusha Barrage raining on in. Oop, looks like one of these guys went down. Not sure to what though. There's Katyusha Barrage, but looks like going to miss everything. Shun Pioneers charge way forward. But needs to put it with the Minesweeper. Wrong game. He's playing Company Wars 2, not Minesweeper. Rolling a whole bunch of misses. Gets a hit there.
What's the job?
Rolled another miss, buddy. Gets a hit there. Missed. And actually that was a miss as well. It's just scattered low that time. Left 18 running in this region. Looks like he's barraging the mortar emplacement. Maybe trying to hit right around here.
Funny? It's ready.
What was the audio line? What was the audio line? Did it say something about funny? Am I
An emplacement is being attacked.
crazy? Did I hear something that said make something funny? I don't think I've ever heard that voice line before.
Get ready! Target out,
Aviary pushes way forward. We now have the assault officer annihilating the Grenade Warfer. Panzer IV pushes way forward. Has a Black Panther also in here support as well. Black Panther also needs to focus on that AT gun. Stokes hit the Churchill. AT gun does get the crew. Panzer IV needs to fall back. Even the Volker pose a threat to its rear armor. Still get some great hits there. Black Panther also needs to hit the infantry sections. May get a short crit there. May need to capture one of those, the 6-pounder there, but he's not. Trying to overrun the Churchill. Aviary gets a good hit. That crew must not be liking that. Being opened off vehicle, got hit by 290mm mortar. May got a short crit there. Rolls a bounce there. They're still going to escape on out of there. The Churchill will escape on out as well. He's missing on the Bofors now. Aviary still reloading.
Attacking an emplacement.
More for your propaganda.
We need to re-establish our supply lines.
And it looks like one. Oh, that wounded Shook actually did go down. Volkswagen push way forward, get some damage there onto the assault officer. Throws an incendiary grenade there. Volkswagen falling back. Churchill Aviary gonna try to throw a mortar over the hedge and annihilates the Volkswagen. And the aircraft gets shot down as well. But it's been nerfed entirely, so I don't think the crashing down does any damage anymore. Beforehand, when I first started playing the game, I think it could have one-shot a Jagdtiger. Left 18 firing away. Do have this area pretty congested, perfect for a left 18 barrage, which is not. Going for repair bunkers now. Amazara does get forced on back. He has a lag. Hopefully it's barraging those 6 or Zis guns. Oh, and we got hit by a lag spike. The Axis players may have surrendered. Sometimes when this happens, it's usually a sign of somebody surrendered. Yep, looks like the Axis players surrendered. As Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on the next replay. As I mentioned beforehand, that shall be my last replay tonight. So everyone, thank you for watching. Have a good evening, and get some good